I started my preparation by joining DAMS. Seriously, I started studying this year from January, and the first thing I did was I joined the T&D test and discussion batch of DAMS. So it was really helpful for me. It helped me getting over my doubts, and it was very well oriented. And I also joined the foundation course in my third year. So that's when I made all my notes and gathered all my material which I have to study. So I was able to formulate a plan at the time.
Mostly DAMS notes are very helpful because I have some questions are directly from the notes of the DAMS. I find it very helpful because it's easier to revise each and every topic, and it's more concise. So you revise the subject more quickly, and you can have time for MCQs. You got time for MCQs rather than going to books, all the books, and read time, which is quite big and not easier to complete.
Yeah, DAMS was very useful in my preparation because I read almost all of my notes from that I had prepared in my foundation classes and also in the TNDs. And also the exams, the subject-wise test series and the rest of it that I took, they helped prepare me for the final exam that would be.
I joined DAMS as a foundation course student during my third year, and the main benefit of DAMS was that it gave me a concise material during that third year, and I used to revise that material before going to the postings, and it helped me form a base very quickly so that I could catch up with the standard textbooks later on. And during the internship I attended selective TNDs, and that also helped me during the AIMS examination.
Joining DAMS was a correct decision because I didn't join any coaching institute in my third year as most of my batchmates had done. So I basically needed some orientation as to how to prepare for the exam. So I joined the regular course of DAMS after my internship, and I surely think that DAMS has helped me because it gives you the orientation as to on what aspects of each subject you have to concentrate upon.
DAMS was very much useful in it. The best thing about DAMS is their communication strategy and interaction, because the faculty here is 24 hours available, not only in matters of knowledge and testing, but also in other matters like guidance, like how to prepare, like in your bad times also they are always with you. So that I think is a very good impression among the students, and that creates a lot of good energy around you to prepare. I specifically joined three-year foundation course at DAMS Karol Bagh, and basic advantage I got is that the center Gautam Nagar was very near to my AIMS college, so I could easily attend that in my 6th and 7th semester. In 8th and 9th semester I did second year subjects from DAMS, and in internship I joined TNDs. So in total DAMS was one of the main contributor of my success.
Had I not have joined DAMS, it would have been a great fault.
Okay.
It was very important for me, and I joined DAMS in my third year of MBBS, and that was the foundation stone. That was the time I seriously started preparing, and that helped me a lot.
जो TND का सबसे मेन जो फायदा होता है वो ये है कि आपको 7 days का टाइम मिलता है, तो आप उसमें आप एकदम फोकस्ड पढ़ाई करते हैं, एंड आप भटकते नहीं हैं इधर उधर, आप एकदम फोकस्ड रहते हैं कि आपको 7 days में सब्जेक्ट खत्म करना ही है.
अच्छा.
हाँ जी, और उसको विद रिवीजन आपको सब करना होता है. तो सबसे प्लस पॉइंट यही है TND का कि आपको एक टाइम लिमिट मिलता है, उस टाइम लिमिट में आपको बेटर परफॉर्म करना है.
I joined foundation batch in 2012, and it was for the foundation is the most important thing that is required to prepare for the PG, and obviously you can elaborate after that on the each subjects, but foundation is the most important, and individual subjects preparation is the key to the success, and you have to be complete with the subject, not just partial. And that was the most important, most helpful that I got from DAMS. And yes, subject wise, many subjects I can tell that are very helpful. Like medicine, it was very wonderful to have, and Optha, yes, gynae, radiology. So these subjects, I think, that makes a huge difference when you go through these subjects from DAMS.
DAMS was very useful, certainly in my preparation for the major subjects that come in fact in the full form of MBBS, medicine and surgery. I was totally banking on my DAMS notes that I had prepared during my classroom program. If it was not for that, I would have been intimidated by the huge course of these two main subjects. It was only because of DAMS that I could easily handle these subjects without any tension.
Foundation student of DAMS, and I have done test and discussion of 2015 batch. The DAMS has a great contribution in my success. The DAMS notes are very useful. All the faculty and all the subjects are really useful, and you get the gist and the summary of all the subjects in your own handwritten form. That is very helpful when you are doing revisions. And the test and discussion was very useful when you have to revise the subjects, and you can ask your doubts, and the questions were very helpful were there in the test and discussion paper.
DAMS has helped you in your preparation?
DAMS, I don't know. I mean, there are no words that I could actually express my gratitude towards the entire faculty of DAMS. Because, you know, when you are studying alone, you are studying in the library, you kind of don't have an idea that because books are retrospective. What has happened in the last 5 years, that gets published in Harrison also. So beyond that, like if it's published in 2010, so 2010 2015, everything is the same thing. So what has happened in 2013 2014 is not given in the textbooks. So you have to have some source which is giving you this information that what is new, and in this case DAMS is the best place because of the updates of the huge presence it has in the internet, in the form of cloud services, in the form of Facebook pages. You are constantly in touch of what is really going on and what is beyond the textbook, because 60 to 70% of people would be reading the textbooks, and when you are, it is okay for your knowledge purposes for passing the professional examinations, but competition demands what else you know. इसके बाद क्या?
Absolutely.
वो तो मुझे भी आता है, वो तुझे भी आता है, then it is of no advantage. It थोड़ा तो होता ही है, base थोड़ा अच्छा होना चाहिए, but what next? What next is DAMS. कि क्या आने वाला है आगे? It's all about prediction. जो entrance examinations हैं, it is not actually knowledge is only 70 to 80% of it. 20% is ये examiner क्यों पूछना चाहता है? What next? क्या अभी आया है और क्या पूछा जाएगा? So this is what I learned in DAMS, how to predict what is next.
DAMS organizes special session for NBE style, visuals and one-liners called DVT, DAMS Visual Treat.
It helped quite, there were some visuals actually come in the AIMS and PJ, AIMS examination, I still remember, some of the visuals have come.
Okay.
And there was a lot of one-liners which are helpful in my PJ examinations also. It was quite helpful. There was a lot of information was in that. A lot of information in concise manner was there. It was quite helpful. It's a lifetime thing. Everyone should attend so that they have concise and important information by their hand for the revisions.
And that DVT section actually raised my rank. Not less than 20 ranks.
My goodness, that was very helpful to you.
Because exactly 10 to 15 images got repeated exactly the same as that were told in DVT. And basic advantage of DVT is that it also combines images with the updates. Suppose you know some update but you do not know the image, or vice versa. So better thing is to get it as a full package. You can get it at a single place and only in 3 days. I think that is the best one can get in this world.
पूरे 3 दिन उसको अटेंड किया था अच्छे से.
कैसा रहा आपका एक्सपीरियंस?
बहुत अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था, क्योंकि अभी जो एम्स में जो क्वेश्चंस थे, आई थिंक अराउंड 40 क्वेश्चंस थे जो इमेज बेस्ड थे.
जी.
तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा हेल्पफुल था आपका डीवीटी जो था. एंड उसमें जो इंफॉर्मेशन जो एक्स्ट्रा मिली है
जी,
वो भी काफ़ी ज़रूरी थी. और ओवरऑल काफ़ी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस था डीवीटी का.
स्पेशली कंसिडरिंग द एग्जाम पैटर्न दिस टाइम, I would really suggest all my juniors to attend it. I have heard from many of my friends who have attended that session. that more than a majority of the questions, visual based questions that came were already covered in the DVT session. So it's a really it would be a really helpful program for my juniors, and I personally would have liked to attend it if I had time.
Some of the questions, many of the questions were based on visuals, so I think it was the most important thing for I think I would suggest those who are preparing for the All India and AIMS in future should go through this DVT program.
Yeah, I have attended DVT session of 2015.
How good was that? How were you benefited?
I was marvelous. I can say 70 to 80% of visuals from AIMS exam was from that DVT. I was not able to revise that, but even then I can say it's very good.
No, I actually wanted to become a part of it, but somehow my preparation and my timetable that I had prepared couldn't afford me those 3 days. But I got the matter. I watched the video on YouTube, and it is all the more important from now coming years. Like 52 questions I think in AIMS this year were visual based questions.
Yes.
So it is the examination is going more on the practical aspects, like epidural puncture needle. If you are dropping a year and if you are studying, then I don't think you will ever watch an epidural needle in emergency or anywhere. So that is where the actual purpose of DVT comes in. That makes you afresh of Jamshedi's needle, and all the questions that came, 60 to 70% were covered by DVT. So it is all the more important in the coming year.
DVT session which we had in Talkatora Stadium, and there were many questions on pictures. There were many pictorial questions in AIMS exam also. So DVT was definitely helpful.
Now PGME exams are computer based, and DAMS conducted a country-wide CBT computer-based test in computer centers in 2015, in which 20,000 students appeared, and it was the only institute which provided the much-needed match practice.
I did give CBT exam, and I think it was really helpful.
How useful was it?
It had the sample size of DVT was very large. A lot of students gave it, so it was like a mini NEET exam. And the rank was also very reflective of your performance. And I think, and I did get a decent rank, so it really boosted my confidence. So it really helped me a lot.
It helped quite. There were some visuals actually come in the AIMS and AIMS examination. I still remember some of the visuals have come.
Okay.
And there was a lot of one-liners which are helpful in my PJ examinations also. So it was quite helpful. There was a lot of information was in that. It was a lot of information in concise manner was there. It was quite helpful. It's a lifetime thing. Everyone should attend so that they have concise and important information by their hand for the revisions.
Yeah, I took the CBT exam, the second one that was conducted later on, and it was a very good experience because I got the same experience that I would have in the final exam. So, and also I got 27th rank in that, so that gave me a rough idea of where I stand and what I could achieve.
Yes, I appeared in CBT and got a rank, and that rank was not that good according to my expectation. So at that time I thought that is the turning point of my preparation time, because after that only I strategically changed revised my strategies, and due to that only I could secure this much rank. Okay. So that is very much even if you are sitting at your room and you are calculating your rank, you are not able to you will not be able to judge yourself very good.
So you can say it's kind of a litmus test, to find where you stand actually at a particular time.
You can easily improve. The basic advantage is that 15 to 20,000 students take the test, and that too with whole sincerity. So that gives you more like a simulation test for an exam, which is most important, because I think in exam simulation is most important, because that reduces anxiety, that reduces fear, and most importantly that gives you confidence. If you get a good rank, you are sometimes relieved, and you are relieved of pressure, and you try to consolidate your knowledge.
काफ़ी स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चंस होते हैं
जी,
और मार्किंग पैटर्न जैसा आपका होता है एकदम जो AIPG जो आप जैसे करते हैं वैसी पैटर्न होता है मार्किंग का
जी।
और एम्स के क्वेश्चंस भी बहुत अच्छे थे जो एम्स का CBT हुआ था
जी।
तो ओवरऑल अगर आपकी तैयारी अच्छे से अगर आप ठीक से कर रहे हो तो आपको CBT भी कर लेना चाहिए मेरे से.
I mean, when you prepare for the exam, you go through individual subjects. So in between, you should know where you stand in between a huge number of students who are preparing. So I think you get to know where you stand and how much you need to improve. So for that, it was very helpful.
A lot of my friends, especially from peripheral colleges, they are not very accustomed with the computer-based testing pattern, and this particular testing pattern intimidates many people. Now, as I was saying, it is very important in exams like AIMS PGME to use your brain at the time of examination. When you would be tensed about the pattern of the exam, you would be attempting the actual questions with only 50% of your mind, and that would hurt your rank a lot. That is why I would advise everyone who feels even a little tensed because of the computer-based pattern to have a very good practice, and DAMS CBT would be the best thing for that. If you are having such tests multiple times before your actual exam, that fear would be gone, and finally in the main exam you would be able to concentrate less on the pattern of the exam and more on the questions.
It is the closest that you can be to the actual examination system, because the prometric method of calculation is used, and the invigilators are quite serious. They are not, it is just a mock. They don't actually treat it as a mock. The students around are serious, and you get a detailed analysis. 3-point figures were given in this CBT analysis, and it is quite good. It gives you a, it was just 1 month before my AIMS entrance, and I had not given much mocks before that, so I was kind of, in the air ki yaar, where do I stand in the country. So when the results came, I was like shocked maybe कि अच्छा यार मैं भी कुछ हूँ, मतलब I also stand somewhere. So it is kind of encouraging, and everybody should give it because of the experience, because of the kind of questions that are asked, and because of the level of the paper and the 3 percentile score they give.
I think that gives me a, like, I have to revise my syllabus till then, and it gives about 20 to 30,000 students appear for that. That gives me the where I actually stand, and gives me a trigger also. Then I have to study further. It was very valuable.